If your cat has ever stared at you while you sleep, there's something about that moment most people never stop to question. That quiet, unblinking gaze in the dark. It feels strange, a little eerie, almost like you're being watched for a reason you don't understand. And most people brush it off. They say it's just a cat being weird, or playful, or maybe just awake while you're not. But here's the truth. That stare? It's not random at all. It's a signal. One that carries a deeper message about your bond, your environment, and how your cat actually sees you in their world. And once you understand it, it stops feeling strange and starts feeling something else entirely, something a lot more meaningful. If you like uncovering the hidden logic behind animal behavior, make sure you subscribe, because this is where things start to connect. Let's break it down. Number 1, you're their most stable anchor. Have you ever noticed how your cat seems calmer the moment you settle into bed? Not just quieter, but more focused, more present. That's not coincidence. Because when your cat watches you while you sleep, they're locking onto something incredibly important, the most stable thing in their entire environment. You. Think about your cat's world for a second. During the day, everything shifts. Sounds come and go. Lights change. People move unpredictably. Even you. You walk around, change direction, leave rooms, come back. From their perspective, it's constant motion, constant uncertainty. But at night, everything changes. You lie down. You stop moving. Your breathing slows into a steady rhythm. For your cat, this becomes the closest thing to a fixed point in their world. A reference. A reset. Now picture the scene clearly. Your cat is sitting near the edge of your bed. The room is quiet, dark, still. Their eyes adjust to the low light, and they focus on you, not out of curiosity, but out of instinct. They're checking the one thing that doesn't change in that moment, making sure it's still there, still safe, still part of their territory. And here's what most people never realize. Research suggests cats monitor familiar beings during low-activity periods, almost like silent sentries in their own space. Not loudly guarding, not reacting, just observing, mapping, holding awareness over what matters most. So when your cat watches you sleep, they're not doing it randomly. They're reinforcing their understanding of the world. And in that mental map, you sit right at the center. But here's the thing. That sense of stability, that's only the surface. Because what comes next reveals something even deeper about why they choose you to watch. There's something deeper happening behind that stare, and it changes the way you see the whole behavior. Number 2, they're protecting you in their own strange way. Here's something that might surprise you. Your cat isn't always staring at you because they want something. Sometimes they're staring because they're giving something. Protection. Remember how we talked about stability being only the surface? This is where the deeper layer shows up. Cats are wired to detect tiny sounds and movements. Even when they look half asleep, their ears are working overtime. Picture this. It's 3 a.m. The room is quiet and your cat is sitting upright near your feet. Their eyes look soft, but their body stays alert. That's not boredom. That's their version of standing guard over someone they trust. And here's a mini revelation most people never consider. When you're asleep, you're at your most vulnerable. Your cat senses that. Some animal behaviorists believe cats extend their social bond by covering you during these moments. The same way bonded animals in the wild take turns resting and watching. Pay attention to this. If your cat positions themselves between you and the doorway, that's a subtle protective instinct kicking in. But protection isn't the only thing behind that silent stare. Sometimes what they're doing is far more personal and much more unexpected. Number 3, they're reading your breathing patterns. Imagine you're lying there completely out and your cat is sitting just a few inches away watching the rise and fall of your chest. It seems random, but it's not. They're reading you. Literally, cats track your breathing patterns the way they track signals from another animal in their group. Slow, steady breaths tell them you're calm. Sharp or uneven breaths tell them something changed. And here's the hidden part. They adjust themselves to match you. It's the same instinct kittens use with their mother sinking to feel safe. Most people never notice it. But if your breathing shifts, your cat often shifts, too. A quick head lift, a tiny reposition, a flick of their tail. They're responding to you, not the room. This is one of those moments where you suddenly see your cat differently. They're not staring at random. They're syncing their inner world to yours. And hey, if this makes sense to you, hit that subscribe button. You're clearly someone who loves understanding the deeper signals behind your cat's behavior. And that's exactly what this channel is all about. But there's an even stranger reason for the nighttime staring, one almost nobody talks about, and it opens up an entirely new layer of meaning. Number 4. They are mapping your routine and testing it. You've probably heard that cats are unpredictable, but here's the truth. They're actually obsessed with patterns, especially your patterns. This connects directly to what we just talked about, your breathing. Because once they learn your rhythms, they start using your entire sleep routine like a guidebook. Think about the last time your cat stared at you right before you woke up. That wasn't coincidence. That was prediction. Cats watch how often you move, when you turn over, how long you stay still, and even the subtle shift in your body right before waking. Here's what most people miss. When you're asleep, you're the most predictable version of yourself. No sudden movements, no distractions, no surprises. It's the perfect time for your cat to study the system. And they do it for 3 reasons: comfort, control, and survival instinct. These tiny checks help them plan when you'll feed them, when they'll get attention, and when the house will come alive again. Watch for this. Some cats stare intensely just minutes before your alarm goes off. They've learned the timetable. But not all staring has this much strategy behind it. Some of it is much simpler, much older, and intensely primal. Number 5. You are literally a heat source. If you've ever felt your cat crawl onto you in the middle of the night, you already know this moment. That slow, quiet climb, then the stare, then the settling. You felt it. Cats are ruled by instinct, and one of the strongest is simple. Find warmth. And here's the part most people overlook. You are the warmest, safest object in the entire room. Not the blanket, not the pillow. You think about all the places your cat gravitates to during the day. Sunny window spots, freshly dried laundry, warm laptops. This is the same instinct, just pointed at you instead of a heat source that can't love them back. Sometimes that nighttime stare is nothing more than your cat deciding whether now is the perfect moment to ease onto your chest without waking you. It's practical, primal, honest. But here's the key. Cats only trust warmth that comes from something safe. So when they choose your warmth, that's a quiet kind of affection. And while this reason is simple, the next one isn't simple at all. It's deeper, more emotional, and it completely transforms how you see those late-night watching sessions. Number 6. Nighttime is when they feel the most connected to you. There's a reason for this, and it's something almost no one talks about when the world finally goes quiet. Your cat feels a level of connection they don't always show during the day. All the distractions disappear. No screens, no doors opening, no sudden noises. You're calm, still, and completely safe to approach. To your cat, that's the perfect moment for closeness. Here's what most people miss. Many cats feel overwhelmed when you're awake. You move fast, talk loud, shift from room to room. But sleeping you're gentle, predictable, present. This is why some cats only show their softest behaviors at night. Slow blinking, quiet sitting, tiny head tilts. That stare is a bonding ritual, an emotional check-in they don't know how to give you any other time. And think about how rare this is. A creature known for hiding its vulnerability chooses to be near you when you can't even respond. That's trust on a deep instinctual level. If this is hitting home, tell me in the comments if your cat does this, too. I'm genuinely curious how many nighttime watchers are out there. And now we reach the part that ties everything together. The meaning behind the behavior as a whole. Here's the part most people never realize. That quiet stare in the dark isn't strange at all. It's layered. It's instinct. And it's one of the clearest windows into how your cat actually experiences you. Every reason builds on the last. They watch you because you're their anchor. They guard you because they trust you. They sync with your breathing because you're part of their inner rhythm. They map your routine to feel secure. They warm themselves with your presence because safety and comfort go hand in hand. And then at the deepest level, they stare because night is when they feel closest to you. So the next time you open your eyes and see that pair of soft, glowing eyes fixed on you, don't be weirded out. Smile because that's not a threat. It's not judgment. It's connection. A quiet ritual born from instinct, survival, and a bond they don't have words for. Now that you understand the hidden meaning behind it, you'll never look at that nighttime stare the same way.